Todd McShay just released his top 50 big board for the 2022 NFL draft, and we're going to go ahead and check it out. And if you don't already know, I got my top 300 big board. It's on the channel. Go check that out if you haven't already. And what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy, Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you enjoy the content. And as always, let me know what you think of said guru, Mr. Scout, Mr. Draft himself, Todd McShay's, well, his big board. But yeah, I guess let's go ahead and get into it. I love Todd McShay, man. I grew up on Todd McShay. I grew up on Mel Kiper. Those are my guys. I might not agree with them so much nowadays, but still, I value their opinions. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at this top 50 big board. And starting with, oh, he notes underclassmen. That's good. So Spencer Rattler, I'm totally on board with Spencer Rattler being the top overall prospect. Just if you consider the quarterback position, the value of the quarterback position, it kind of makes sense. You may have guys like Thibodeau, Leal, or Steenley as better prospects, but the quarterback position just totally outweighs it. So plus Spencer Rattler, man. The dude's got a banger arm, man. Number 2 has Sam Howell. Again, quarterback value. It can't be matched. It is and forever will be the most valuable position on the field, on a roster, for a franchise. If you can't get that right, then you're not gonna have a great squad. It's just the meat and potatoes of it. So Sam Howell being here, I'm on board with that. I think Howell and Spencer are fairly close to one another. I think I have Spencer at 1 and then Sam at 5 on mine, though. I think there's a little bit that separates them. Obviously, Todd McShay, he thinks we're like-minded on this. Like, there's not much that separates them, but enough that where it's like, oh, I think Rattler, he can be special, but man, how? His arm, dude, he's got a big boy arm. He's got a big boy cannon. Just look at him. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Derek Stingley coming at number 3, and then let's go ahead. We got Kayvon Thibodeau right here as well. So with these two, yeah, they're, for a lot of people, they're the kind of the consensus top non-quarterback prospects in this class. I would put DeMarvin Leal in there. Matter of fact, go check out my big board. I have a hot take when it comes to Thibodeau and Leal, but yeah, I think for a lot of people, I think Steenley ended up being my number 2 overall. So, like, I'm agreeing a lot. I don't think you're gonna find a lot of disagreement with a lot of people when it comes to these guys. Let's keep this moving. I'm curious where he's got Leal. He's got Kyle Hamilton. Makes sense. One of the best safety prospects we've seen since probably Derwin James. So yeah, he's gonna be really high on a lot of people's boards. Kyrie Elam, man. A lot of people, man, I'm telling y'all, this man's hot. A lot of people are sleeping. They don't think he's a top 10 worthy prospect. I disagree. This guy's a very, very good. Very, very good. I love how he plays the corner position. It's how I would want my corners to play the corner position. Physical. He's got a lot of length. He's got some ball skills too, man. Watch out. Watch out. And then number 7, Malik Willis. He is exceptionally higher on Malik Willis than I am, personally. I understand, though, Malik Willis, honestly, he's probably going to rise up my board a lot. He'll probably sneak into the top 10. Just currently, it's like, I felt I was this way with Trey Lance last year, and he ended up making my top 10 prospects, my top 10 big board, if you want to say. Willis, he could very much be the same way. I would say Lance, I liked Lance a bit more than at this point than I like Willis now, but I'm not going to fault him, man. I'm all on board. I'm waiting for these hot takes. Andrew Booth, once I watched him, I got behind him. I was like at the beginning of the summer, it was like I hadn't watched the cat. I couldn't tell you much about him. Sat down, watched him. I was like, that boy fast. He's lightning quick. He could follow. He could mirror any receiver. I like him a lot. I can't wait. He actually will be the pseudo starter this season. He will be said starter. So I like that. He played a lot last year, just didn't start a lot. Here's DeMarvin Leal. Guys, I love this cat, man. I think he's great. his movement skills, his length, his speed at 290, but he's playing on the outside. I really think he can play on the out, or he can play on the outside. You can kick him inside. I think he's dangerous like that. I like him a lot. So I'm not disagreeing too much. And then he's got Chris Olave. So really, with these top 10, there's only 2 guys that I don't have in the top 10 that McShay has on his board. Olave, he's got the burners, man. He's got great speed, separates great, good route runner, because Ohio State, they teach their boys to run routes well. So yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to dislike about him. I think you get a bit more. He's kind of thin, get a bit more mass on that frame. I'd like to see a bit more after the catch, but a lot of times it doesn't matter because you're gonna have him on this deep route. He's not gonna have to worry about anyone in front of him because they're all behind him. And then Keaton Slovis. Ooh, I like Slovis. I don't know, as a first rounder, he really needs to show consistency. Last year, it felt like more the same of what we saw from his freshman season. Dude is probably the most accurate quarterback in this class. Doesn't have the best arm. I would put his arm on par with like a Mac Jones. You know what? And then saying that, I should probably rate him similar to Mac Jones. So currently, I think I got him at 41. I might end up maybe popping him up somewhere around 30, 25, 30, maybe. We'll see. The season's about to start, so I guess let's let the boys play first. All right, who do you got next? Nick Bonito. My biggest knock on Nick Bonito is I think he's scheme dependent. Like, I don't think he's going to fit a lot of schemes. He's got that 238. I don't think he can get up to 250, 255 with his frame. I'm not saying he's maxed out, but I think maybe he gets to 245. I just don't think he's going to be for everybody's scheme. You could maybe use him like a James Collins. I think you could probably use him like the Vikings Hunter or Yannick, where's he at? Raiders now? Woof. Mod Gardner, this is the exact same spot I have him on my big board, so I don't disagree. I got him at 13. So looks like me and Todd here look at this corner class very similarly. Then here's Garrett Wilson. I got Garrett Wilson, I think maybe about this same spot. But I don't have Olave over him, but I'm not going to fault you. They're both, for me, I like Wilson's after the catch ability better. But I get it, Olave, what he does well, like, it's a bit different. You're not going to get, Garrett Wilson's not going to be this guy that just blows up plays over the top, hits you for a 60, 70-yard bomb. That's Olave, man. So, yeah. I'm not disagreeing a lot with any of this. Tyler Linderbaum, my boy. I got him at 10. I'm a bit higher on him than he is. But I love Linderbaum. He's great. Here's Kingsley and Nagbear. I think our top 16 for the most part is the same. Outside, he has Bonito and Slovis and Olave a lot higher than I do, especially Slovis. I think Bonito I got at like 23 maybe, but Kingsley and Nagbear, the dude's just raw potential. He is a violent striker. Like, you don't want offensive linemen to pair up with this cat. Thank you. My lady got me some sandwiches because I got to work out later. I'm back in the gym. Watch out. I'm trying to get big and strong like Kingsley and Nagbear. I'm never going to be 270, at least not healthily. But Trent McDuffie, I like him a lot too. He's I think I'm a little lower on him though. He might be in like the 22, 25 range for me, maybe. But I like Trent McDuffie a ton. Probably one of the best zone corners in this class. So yeah, me and Todd, dude, we're seeing this cornerback class the same. Kenyon Green, I got Kenyon Green at 21, dude. I totally agree. Totally agree. I hope he makes the move to tackle. He played like Todd says it here. He played tackle in high school, shifted to guard there at A&M, and now he's going to be playing tackle again. And I think he could do it. I think he could do it. Now we're going to differ big time on this. I do not like Desmond Ridder. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of Desmond Ridder truthers out there. I get it, man. If that's your boy, I liked Jamie Newman last year. I get it. I understand. I can relate with your bad takes. But for me, the guy, he's got a super strong arm. It's just he can't put it on the money. Some people want to say, oh, what about the supporting cast around him? He plays in a terrible conference. That's not true. It's not a terrible conference. It's just not a Power 5 conference. So you can't really say, oh, what about the talent around him? And when he has probably similar, if not better talent than the rest of his conference. So you can't really come at me with that. But Ridder, he's not accurate, not great ball placement. He, especially downfield, man. He loses a lot of touch on his ball downfield. So we'll see. It makes a lot more sense for me why he decided to come back this season. Watching him a bit more this past summer. So that's good coffee. But we'll see. We'll see. See, even Todd says ball placement remains a concern. Mike Rose. Wow. All right, so admittedly, I probably have watched only 2 or 3 games specifically for Mike Rose. I didn't come away from those blown away on Mike Rose. But for Todd McShay to have him this high, granted he had like Nico Collins and Charleston Rambo as first round talents in his last season, before the draft, or like before the season, but obviously, we all don't got great takes. Sometimes they fall through. But Mike Rose, like, this tells me, like, maybe he's worth a more in-depth watch. Like, I get it, 6'4", 250. He's got range, or he's got the length. I'm kind of curious. The range, I didn't necessarily love it, but I'm going to go back and watch him, man. I'm curious now. I think he deserves another look at. Since he's this high on Todd's board. Zion Johnson, I'm going to say this. I thought I was the highest on Zion Johnson. Holy crap, Todd. This is why I love you, Todd. This is why I love you, Todd McShay. Freaking, I love Zion Johnson, but I didn't have the cojones to make him a top 50 prospect, and you made him top 25. Dang it, dude. You know what, man, and I'm probably going to rise Johnson up a ton. I think he's now going to be playing guard again this season. Yeah, I think he moves back to guard. He probably is a guard in the NFL, but I like that he was starting to look better better at tackle. Like last year, I thought he was very good down the stretch. So I like this take a lot. Jackson Kirkland here at 22. I'm a bit higher on him than Todd, but yeah, I think we're in the same ballpark. We like him. I thought he would have came out last year if they had the full season, not just 4 games. Adam Anderson. I like Adam Anderson a bit more, but to be fair, I was a big Azeez Ojulari mark. So if I loved Azeez, I'm going to love Adam freaking Anderson, who has significantly better get off than Ojulari. But yeah, I just kind of worry about the size, 230. But at 6'5", you got to imagine he could put that on. So we'll see if he can. Jordan Battle, again, it's a great safety class. I want to know where he's going to have Brandon Joseph. I don't. Maybe he hasn't even watched Brandon Joseph. Because to be fair to Todd, man, he was late on like a guy like, what was it? Josh Jones, the Houston tackle, a couple of years ago. Just simply because he hadn't watched him yet. He didn't watch him till after the Senior Bowl. So maybe he hadn't gotten around to Joseph yet, but Joseph's wonderful. But yeah, so is Battle, man. I really think there's 3, maybe 4 first-round safeties in this class. Drake London's my boy after the catch machine. Not a speedster by any means, but you don't necessarily have to be to consistently win at the NFL level. I want to see him play more on the outside. He should do that this year, so I'm excited. Nakobe Dean. I get it. I like Nakobe Dean a lot too. Thing with him is he's just so undersized. He didn't necessarily look great in coverage last year, but he's got the speed to hang. I would put him on par with like a Monty Rice. I mean, he forced Monty Rice out of the starting position. So maybe Dean will be a riser up my list. I think I got him in my top 50, if not top 60. So it's not that I don't like Dean. It's just I'm not there with it yet. Trey McBride. I like Trey McBride a ton. I thought Trey McBride should have transferred last season when he had the option to. It sucks. He's probably one of the best blockers in this draft. He's got 6 straight line speed. It's not like he's going to make guys miss, but the dude has a 6 stiff arm. He loves to lower the shoulder. He does get yards after contact. I like that. So, yeah, dude's a good. I don't know if he's first round good, though. That's kind of wild. Is he the first tight end off on Todd McShay's big board? That's wild. DJ Dale. Maybe we'll see more from DJ Dale. I'm not there yet with it. I don't think he's a better prospect than Christian Barmore, who came out last year. He ended up going in the second round. But granted, I had Barmore as a first round prospect. I don't think Dale's close to that. I think he could maybe slide into day 2. I have him currently just right on the outside looking in. But dude's a good prospect. Just I'm just not there yet with him. Here's Winfrey. Winfrey's real good. Real good. I like this idea of throwing him at 3-4 edge. I like that a lot. Putting him at a 5 tech, I think is a good option there. But yeah, he's a lot higher on it. Maybe I'm just low on the interior class in general. Oh, he got Brandon Joseph in here. Yo, go get it, Todd. Brandon Joseph is wonderful. He's got probably some of the best range in this class, man. You love this guy's movement skills. Carson Strong making it at 31. That's not too far from where I have him. I think I got Strong at like 36 or something, maybe 38, something like that. So we're kind of like on par with that. So I'm cool with that. Let's keep going. Kyron Williams. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I do not like we need to see some big improvement. Here, Todd McShay, he points out two big areas in terms of he needs to improve in pass protection and ball security. 5 fumbles. He didn't mention the 5 drops. This is a receiving type of running back. You can't be dropping the ball like that. Show me better ball skills, my friend. I'm just going to say that. I do like him as an athlete, though. Zach Harrison. He's a bit lower on Zach Harrison than I am. Even Alex from the Hail Mary podcast, I think he has a 2nd round grade on him. And I get it, man. The guy's stupid raw. I think the tools are there, though. So, yeah. Jared Patterson, way higher on Jared Patterson than I am. Not to say I'm lower on him by any means. I like Jared Patterson a lot. It's just, again, that offensive interior, like, unless you're like, well, a Tyler Linderbaum, I just don't think you warrant that high of a selection. It's just not that valuable of a position in terms of positional value. So, Jared Patterson, though, is really good. I don't like his play strength, unfortunately. I think it's something that could creep up in the NFL, but again, very technically sound. John Mitchie, he's a lot higher on Mitchie than I am. Mitchie, he separates well. Good route runner. Is just he can't handle physicality. I haven't really seen much of after contact ability. I haven't seen him. He had some drop problems, so there's a lot of questions with Mitchie. Man, this is the second time I've seen Willie McDonald's. Granted, the last time I saw him, he was like in a top 10. Did he get up to 245? Because he was listed at like, I think like 330, 335. Dude, if he got up to 245, man, watch out. We could be talking. Because this guy, he gets good pressure. And this is on like 3-man fronts. Like, he's getting really good pressure. And I think this year he's actually going to be the starter. So he maybe warrants another watch for me, especially considering that he might be putting on weight. I like that. I like that a lot. Noah Daniels, yeah, I mean, I hated being as low on Noah Daniels as I was. Like, I think I have him at 70 or 71. It's just health. Outside of that, I think he's a first round talent. It's just really health for him. He's had three injuries that cost him significant time there since coming to TCU. So that's the only thing, man. That's the only thing. Breece Hall, he's my top running back. I think I got him about in the same area. So, yep. Treylon Burks. Wow, he's a lot lower on Burks than I am. But I get it. He might not be everyone's cup of tea. I like the combination of size, speed, and physicality. Let's see. I want to see if he doesn't really say anything negative about Burks. So I wonder why he has him this low. Aiden Hutchinson, I like this area around for him. I like what he can do. It's just not a first round skill set. His game's very translatable. The dude, he's an edge setter. He controls the line of scrimmage. He's very powerful. Nasty push-pull move, though. Watch out. Romeo Dubs, yeah, I got him. I think I got him actually like 33, so not significantly higher, but Romeo Dubs, man, watch out. Him and Carson Strong returning, yo, match made in heaven. Here, I'm going to show these two. Guys, I'm just not a big fan of Jordan Davis, man. He is a nose tackle that just doesn't get pressure. I think he's going to be a good run stuffer, but the dude just doesn't get pressure on the quarterback. To me, that's not a high-end draw. That's not a high-end skill set. Like, I think I got him like in the 90s. I could get a lot of flack for that. Probably, but maybe something changes. We'll see, but it's just a guy I will be significantly lower on than everyone else. Myjah Sanders, he's wonderful. He is wonderful. He's got him here at 43. I think I got him like at 32 or something. Wow, he's real low. I didn't even notice Christian Harris was not up here. Man, he must have really hated how Christian Harris played in zone last year. He looks a bit undersized. I mean, he's not, though. Like, and he isn't super powerful. I still think he could stack, like, his quicks, man. He can still stack blockers. Like, he was getting pressure last year. I don't know. Maybe that's something we disagree on. I think that's something even Alex, though, said he didn't like how powerful Harris was. Mike Jones, I'm a big fan. Y'all know I'm loving all sorts of Mike Jones, man. He just needs to get better as a tackle. He's going to be playing a more traditional role there at LSU. I'm stupid excited. George Karlaftis, I got him, I think, in a similar area. I feel very... Him and Aiden Hutchinson are very similar prospects to me. I think they do very similar things. I think Hutchinson's got way better length, though. But, man, Karlaftis, he needs to have a bounce-back year. He got hurt last year, so yeah. George Pickens, I think this is the exact spot I have Pickens at. The torn ACL does suck. Don't think we'll see him this year. We'll see him at the combine, though. So yeah, but he's got some talent, man. He's got some talent. Thayer Mumford, he's a little higher than on Mumford than I am. I think he ends up being guard in the NFL, and he actually moves to guard this season. But I think he could hold out at tackle. Makes him kind of valuable. I'm kind of like, I don't know where I want to put him, my tackle or my guard rankings. But I'm telling you, this guy, he is plug and play from day one. He won't have the ceiling of a lot of the guys in this class, but the dude is pretty darn good. 49, Brendan Cox. I like Cox a lot. I got him at 51, so kind of agree on that. Jermaine Lowell, I'm pretty high on Lowell. I think I'm a little higher on Lowell than Todd McShay is. This is a guy that can play all over the defensive line just because he's gone through a couple of scheme changes there at Arizona State. But very interesting. For the most part, I like this big board. I got a couple of couple of places where I'm like, are you serious? Like Jordan Davis, I get it. A lot of people are going to be higher on him than I am, so I'm not even going to front about that one. For me, I think like there's a cut like the Iowa State. I feel like I need to go back and watch Iowa State defense last year, like because he's got Mike Rose, he's got Willie McDonald on here. I feel like I need to go back and look at those guys a little bit more thoroughly. Especially, dude, Willie McDonald, if he is up to 245, watch out. I'm not mad about Jared Patterson. He's a good prospect. I'm not mad that he has him that high. I think the Kyron Williams, I don't like that a lot. For me, he just screams fringe 3rd round, 4th round prospect. DJ Dale, I thought is interesting. I think he's got the potential. I just don't think I don't think he's ever gonna be like a guy that like creeps into the 1st round. Trey McBride being the first tight end, and I think he was the only tight end we saw. I thought was surprising. I love the Zion Johnson placement here. I love it a lot. Maybe I think Desmond Ridder, I'm not going to agree on that with anyone. So maybe it's really just, I think probably the one thing I dislike most about this was the Kyron Williams placement. They're at 32. I just completely disagree. He might be slightly better Demetric Fulton. I think that's the case. But that's it for the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.